I pulled some cards for the end of the week and I didn't get a chance to read them today. But when I looked at them, the cards came out twice. And the Empress and the Ace of Cups. And I'm very curious about this. The Empress and the Ace of Cups came out as the theme for the reading as of today, Thursday, through the end of the weekend, so I guess Labor Day weekend. And when I pulled some cards to guide me on a decision I had to make this weekend, I asked for a conclusion to all the cards that came out, and I got the Empress and the Ace of Cups. So there's definitely something going on that I find that is very curious. But the Empress is Venus. She represents love and everything that comes with love, abundance, fertility, nature. It's really a celebration of all things beautiful. It's about beauty. It's about connection to others. And the Ace of Cups is new beginnings. So something is going to happen this weekend that's going to mark the dough, is how we say it in school, of a new project, a new beginning of some kind. And this new beginning is going to be overflowing in love, abundance, and beauty. So there is something happening. It's divinely guided as well. So it's really curious to see. And the next card we got, so the first line of cards starts out with Temperance. So this line of cards is talking about, it's really important right now for us to understand how we're feeling, what we're thinking, to not indulge in negativity, to really try to constantly return back to harmony. It's also a reminder that we're being divinely guided, that the angelic world and the hierarchy of light and unconditional love is with us, and what this guidance is asking us to do is to flow, like the water going from one cup to the other. Is asking us to flow with what's happening, to be very attentive to how the universe is trying to communicate with you, which in the way that your higher self is trying to communicate with you, because it's the divinity in us, the part that resides in the universal consciousness, that's trying to have a conversation with us, and is asking us to temper how we feel, to use discernment, and not to be taken by, some of the stuff that's come up in the past. Is temper the emotions, stay grounded. And to give more light to what this is talking about, the Hierophant is kind of the high priest that now has taken a position in society that's recognized, like I see him as the priest, who's also the teacher, and I see him also as connected to institutions. So it's not so much like the hermit, who's super intuitive and is like the high priest, but he's on a journey of solitude. The Hierophant is front and center, connected to divine energy, yet also connected to earth. So this is kind of saying, the theme is, there's going to be a move towards taking all the things that we have been working on that's been spiritual in our lives, and creating a way of moving in that kind of world on earth right now, like creating an institution around it, creating a school around it, creating a project or a business around it. And the Nine of Wands, it's for those of us, and I'm one of them, that has been in the spiritual world for a very long time, and I've studied many different modalities of healing and hypnosis, Reiki, martial arts. I mean, I have so many things, meditation, dream interpretation, you name it. I have those certificates on a wall. And if you look at the next card, which is the Eight of Pentacles, that's exactly what it is. It's kind of like we've battled through life trying to make something out of that to be able to do what we love and have. It's kind of telling us we're getting to a point where we can finally take all of the certificates that we have on the wall, create some kind of way of moving in the spiritual world that we can be triumphant and that we could actually do it for a living, because the Seven of Pentacles, it's about success. It's about money, being able to be successful at what we do. And it also is encouraging us to continue to study and hone our craft or our skills. And there's a little bit of this that's also about being recognized for our efforts and for our gifts and our skills. So the next card is the Page of Swords, and the Page of Swords is a messenger, and he's a messenger about decisions. So this could be about if you're waiting for someone to call you or email you or text you about something that you've put out there that you've been waiting for. This is in reference to that. Oh my goodness, it's so funny. I got the same cards. I keep getting the same cards. It's so funny. I'm looking at the reading now. And the Tower is telling us that whatever that message is going to be is going to change your life. It's like if you were, whatever it is, it's going to be like complete flip, complete change. And based on looking at the Four of Cups, it's going to be something we're not even expecting. It's going to come from left field. Completely not seeing this, because we're focused on the Three Cups that are on the floor. We're not satisfied. We're a little bit bored with what's happening. It could be that we're in a job that we don't like. It could be that we've been trying to do something. It's not working, and there's a little frustration. But there's the Cup coming from nowhere, and that's going to change your life. And what's going to bring is the next card, which is the Four of Pentacles. And that is financial stability. So that's I love the Four of Pentacles, because it's telling you that you're going to be completely stable. And if you've been desiring to feel the ground under your feet, that you have your property and you have your money in the bank, and you don't have to fear about things related to money, this is the great card. So whatever's coming in that's going to change your life is going to bring you financial stability. Then the next card is the Page of Pentacles. And again, this is a message related to money. And once again, it could be that you've already put something into motion, and the page is going to bring you good news because he's upright. And so what can we say about this message? This message, oh boy, is going to be something that's divinely guided, because we get the Star. This is a message that's divinely guided, and I'm trying to figure out the Five of Cups after it. It's kind of illustrating maybe perhaps where we've been. This is someone who's is not able to see his blessings. And whether if you receive this message, maybe you won't see it as something positive, but it is positive. So either the message is not going to be received as positive, or we're so much in the energy of seeing the glass half empty, that we don't realize what's coming. We're not expecting this to come. But either way, since it's divinely guided, even if we can't see the blessing in it, it is going to be. And then the Ten of Swords, and the Ten of Swords is could be whatever message we're getting is going to bring up old stuff that has felt like 10 swords in our back, like maybe betrayal or loss. These feelings might be coming up in relation to it. Let me think about this for a minute. So the other idea, the other thoughts that are coming in by looking at the Ten of Swords is, usually when I see the Ten of Swords, it means something that has dragged us down for a long time. We are finally able to karmically move forward. So it's kind of the end of that. So if you've had, like many of us have, major tower moments in our life where we faced something that was devastating, and we've been healing from it and trying to move forward from it, or rebuilding our lives, trying to figure out where we are, and trying to move that energy of that moment where we may have had a realization or someone betrayed us. When we see the Ten of Swords, for me, the way I see it is that this is going to end that. This money, or this message that is coming about money, is divinely guided, and is going to turn around this feeling that we've been having up until now of not feeling supported, of feeling sadness and grief, and is going to allow us to finally move forward from that karmic heaviness of the moments that we suffered in the past. And the reason I'm saying that, because it could be the opposite, it could be something coming that's like that. But the reason I'm saying that is because the next card is the Three of Cups, and this is about unions with others and celebration. So there's a possibility that you'll start meeting people that you're going to be working with, or you have people from your past that are coming into your life that you're going to be able to work with and collaborate with. And it also could be people that you can consider to be friends, people you love. And then part of this is also, because these two cards are the outcome cards, the Three of Cups and the Moon. And the Moon is a lot about intuition, to trust your intuition at this time more than you do what seems logical. That your dreams and your intuition have a lot more to say to you than your logical mind, because you can't think clearly with the logical mind at this time. So pay attention to what's happening. It looks like a lot is happening. And then for my oracle cards, we got the World, which is rewards, expansion, and destiny. So that it seems like some of this, a big part of this, is going to be something that's going to be on the world stage, in the sense it's going to be visible publicly. And with the Emperor coming up as well, which is masculine influence and power, it's going to be something that's not only going to be visible in the public eye, but it's going to be creating, whatever's going to be created will have some form of structure and institution, very well grounded on earth. Very well grounded on earth. Meaning that, for instance, it could become a school of thought, it could be an actual school, a business, a corporation, a structure will be created around this. And then we have the Eight of Cups, And the Eight of Cups is about contemplation. I feel that there's going to be a lot happening. It's going to put you in a state of needing to step aside for a moment, take a small pause, and figure out how this is going to work in your life. It also talks about the moments when you have done this already, because many of us have gone into our inner world. We've gone on a journey of self-discovery. That everything that we've done up until now in that journey of self-discovery and that wisdom is going to be used. It's going to have its fruits now, where we're going to be able to use that wisdom in the way that we move in life. Let me see what else we have. And then we have the Coyote. I pulled this as the animal card. And the Coyote is transformation, creation, cunning, and good fortune. And just reading from the card, it says the Coyote often embodies the trickster, a mischievous but heroic supernatural being that uses magic, cunning, or deception to achieve its ends. Most Native American tribes of the Pacific Northwest claim the Coyote to be their creator. In some legends, the Coyote forms the different peoples of the land from the various sections of a great beaver. Which it has slain. Okay, I'm having a hard time reading this. The Plain Indians also regard the Coyote as a teacher and a magician. In all of its roles, the Coyote is a benevolent figure who intentionally or unintentionally helps to restore balance and order. So what's coming up is transformation, creation, cunning, and good fortune, which is very nice. And in terms of the Joanna cards, I pulled Solitude. Now's the time to go inward, retreat. This is a time of strength. This peaceful state of refuge allows for the resolution of the past, restores reserves, and serves as an incubation period for new directions. This is not a lonely time, but a sacred gift you give yourself in order to intuitively connect with your deepest wisdom. Growth always follows an inward journey. So again, it reminds me of the card, the Eight of Cups, that it's about contemplation, it's about inner journey, it's about connecting to everything that you've learned in all these times that you've gone into that journey of self-discovery is going to help you now. And whatever decisions that you need to make, because it seems that they're going to be life-changing, make sure that you take time to go into your solitude and use your intuition, your ability to think through logic and through the heart, and use your discernment. Okay, that's the reading. Thank you.